I don't wanna do today. I can barely move up off my bed. I got things to do today, and because of that I'll stay right here instead. Really what I want is any break at all. I just want the sun to shine on the rain. I just want someone who will hold my face. I just want the tree.
Hey guys, what's up? If you're new around here, my name is Hannah Martin. And today is surgery day. I'm having a bone removed from my foot so I can dance again, and we're here a bit early, so we're gonna go sit and prep. Just arrived at the clinic and now we're just chilling. Apparently my surgery's not till 11 and it's 8 o'clock right now and I haven't had breakfast. And when I don't have breakfast, it's like, you know when people say when you don't have coffee, no one should talk to me before breakfast, so poor mum. But I've had coffee. I don't want to wait 3 hours, I just want to get done. Oh look, it's Rita. What's she doing? Is it Rita? That's Rita from Boys. Yeah, it's got long hair. They're called hair extensions, man. So it came the time for me to go and be admitted. Unfortunately, because of COVID regulations, my mum was not allowed to come in with me. So she did a little dance with me before I went in because she knew I wouldn't be dancing for a little while. And I went and got in the elevator to go down to the hospital beds. And yeah, I'm always a little nervous at this point because you never quite know when the surgery is going to be. It could be in the next hour, it could be in the next 3. So I've just arrived at the clinic and been admitted into the first sort of stage. We get all in the hospital gowns and stuff, so just waiting for the nurse. So at this point a nurse came along and she gave me a compression tight for my left leg to ensure after surgery I wouldn't experience any blood clots or anything like that. And I got all my hospital gown and socks on, and they also put X marks the spot on the foot that was going to get operated on. As you can see here, my range is super restricted on that side, hence why I was having the operation. I read a little bit of a book and slept because it was quite a long wait. I was there for about 3 hours or so before I actually went in, and this was probably the worst time because I was just waiting, and did some beloved ballet before, knowing I wouldn't be touching ballet in a little while. So I know the question you're probably all asking, how did we actually get to this point? To cut a long story short, we had lots of performances of La Fille and we were about to premiere a brand new ballet called Luna. It had been a very intense rehearsal process that I really enjoyed, and I just completely threw myself into it. I absolutely loved it. And it came to the general rehearsal the day before opening night of this brand new ballet. I was running on for this piece and I felt 2 little knots in the back of my ankle. You're never quite sure how bad an injury is, and I went on, not in loads of pain, but just knowing something wasn't quite right. And the night after that rehearsal, I tried to point my toe and had lost maybe 30% of my range, which doesn't sound like a lot, but in ballet terms, when you're trying to dance on point, it makes things almost impossible. I did dance through it for a few weeks, trying to see if it would improve and get better, because I had had issues on this ankle before and it had improved, but this time was a bit different. It's the weekend before our London shows of Luna and Fille, and I should be feeling really excited, but I'm feeling a little bit devastated because a couple weeks ago my ankle kind of locked up. It's very similar to what I had on the other ankle. They call it osteogonum syndrome, and to be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to have the bone out again on the other ankle, just do the whole process again, which is just a bit devastating at this point. Just trying to come to terms with this week. I just don't know
what life is going to look like after this week, so I better enjoy it while I can. And then see what comes next. Praise Jesus, it's done. The peace of God that surpasses all understanding will guard your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. It's the worst bit over and done with for now. So I've managed to have some food, and then I've just been able to go to the bathroom, which means I should be discharged pretty soon. I've still got this thing in my arm, which, if you guys know, I hate needles. I have a bit of a phobia, so I'm very much looking forward to them taking that out. Foot is there, if you can see. It's a bit swollen, to say the least, and a bit more painful this time round, to be fair. All I need to do is take this thing out my arm, and then I should hopefully be discharged. I feel like this time around I've been a lot more chill, a little bit more emotional. Like when I came out of surgery, I always cry when I come out of surgery, but when I went into the anaesthetist room, I definitely cried a little bit as well. Still not like all anxious, like and jittery as much as last time, but a lot calmer because I know the process. Maybe that's why I'm emotional, because I know the process. First thing I said to the nurse when I came out was like, can you phone my mum and tell her that I'm ready to dream big and make it happen. So I'm hoping that I can just use that energy to kind of get me through this recovery process now. I'm so grateful we've been able to get this done so quickly. Looking forward to everything I'm going to learn throughout this, even though I know it's not going to be the easiest thing. Yeah. We've been discharged now, I'm just waiting for the taxi. They asked me if I wanted a wheelchair, and I was like, no, I'm good with these. Feel a bit tired and a little nauseous, just in general. I think just tired. Getting the clothes on is quite hard. There she is. Nice and blue, but blessed. Blue but blessed. Blue but blessed. I felt really nauseous when I came out. Just arrived home, got my PJs on. Foot is aching a bit, so I'm gonna eat something and take some more painkillers. Yeah, feeling a bit sick. Didn't have this last time. Last time I was quite happily eating away until about 2 or 3 hours feeling sick. This time around it's a bit different. It's all good. I'm feeling way more relaxed and chilled than last time. Last time I felt so hyped and full of adrenaline. This time I just feel so tired. So unlike last time, my tummy was super sensitive coming out of surgery. Last time I ate so much after surgery. This time I could only stomach like rice and peas. I was like, Mum, I can't do anything else. Rice and peas is the only thing my tummy is going to accept at this moment. And for a fair few days I was having to eat super plain foods, but it was okay because I was around the people that I love. You finished it? Mum is helping me. It's porridge time, everyone. We didn't have any porridge yesterday. It's day 1 into recovery and Mum let me downstairs. Not for long, but we're going to have breakfast together and then I'm going to go back upstairs. My night was a little bit on and off, awake and asleep. Sorry, Mum. Me up and down and awake.
You were fine. I think I was more than you.
Last 24 hours I was so hyped last time round. This time I feel like as soon as I came out I was just like, which I guess is a good thing. I told myself I'm going to try and not do any work for the next 3 days, and that includes YouTube. Don't know if I'll stick to that, but we're going to give it a go. Guys, have you used this View gift card that I gave you? It's been sitting here forever.
I know, that's why I put it there. I found it again.
Going to cut up some fruit as my recreational activity for the day. Okay, so these first few days were probably the most I've ever slept in my entire life. But we started off strong. I came downstairs. That was much more to say than since my last surgery. My last surgery, I didn't make my way down the stairs till like day 3 or 4. So it was lovely being able to get up and make breakfast in some capacity. But I honestly was in bed the rest of the day, sleeping and eating and just trying to get some of my energy back. The nausea was still coming and going. I used to find that if I ate something and slept, it would keep it at bay. So that's what I did. I made sure I was snacking throughout the day. Little and often was the way to go. And yeah, most of this day was definitely spent sleeping.
on from day 2 of this recovery journey. Yesterday I slept all day. I just feel like I wake up, I eat, I sleep, wake up, eat and sleep. Eating a lot more than I thought I would. It's important to eat enough because your body has gone through a lot of trauma. Even though you're lying in bed and sleeping all day, it's having to do a lot of work. I'm trying to trust my body that it's asking me for the right things. I'm not taking too many painkillers because they made me feel really rough last time. I'm starting to realise that maybe it wasn't the painkillers that made me feel rough, maybe it was just the surgery, because I'm feeling pretty rough at the moment, but it's okay. I know that this part kind of passes in the next couple of days or so. I should be feeling a lot better, but right now I've just got to eat and sleep, be diligent in eating and sleeping. On this particular day, you can see I'm feeling much better. There's even a little bit more colour in my face. I definitely find that the general anaesthetic really does play a lot on my system. My tummy really does not like it at all. But I was feeling so good this day that I even did a few little exercises, a few stretches, very minimal. We timed it, only 5 minutes I was allowed, but it was just good to move my body because, yeah, the general anaesthetic and me do not get along at all. So the way I could describe it, it's like self-induced flu. Like, I remember before my surgery I was getting ready to be like, okay, I'm gonna feel like I've had the flu. So that's probably the best way I can describe it, is that afterwards it feels like the flu. And here is Mum showing off all her lovely children and our graduation pics, so enjoy. That's what happens when I give Mum the camera. And yeah, so just a little workout, nothing too long, nothing strenuous because I can't sweat, because I can't risk infecting the wounds. And I did spend some of this day editing, so I almost made it 3 days without working. First time I've been outside in three days. It's been almost 72 hours. I don't feel like it's been 3 days. That's how long it took Jesus to get out of the tomb, you know.
It's good facts there.
Out of the blue, so don't let go.
And then I was trying to escape. I didn't get very far. I got about like 2 meters. I got to the sun. Oh, it's so nice to be outside. Getting a tan. It's quite warm. Right, it's time, people. I feel like we're not so freaked out. Last time we were freaked out. Hyperextend my leg for you.
You okay? Do you feel anything?
No. Out she comes. It kind of does feel weird when she does this. It feels like your foot's expanding. Like your foot goes.
Listen, you're like, okay.
I remember we thought we had to leave this on,
Yeah.
but they waddled this one a lot more. Gave it a lot more love.
Wow.
So that's what I mean. Take the blue thing off as well.
Sure?
The white thing, yeah. There she is, bruising there.
Yeah.
That's where I feel it hurts sometimes at night. There's a lot of blood there. For 3 days in, it looks like an ankle. By the way, my foot isn't actually that orange. I do have orange hands and feet, but whatever they put on it,
It's affected,
I can
isn't
start washing that off now. She doubled it over, so I didn't have to double it over. I've doubled it over so you don't have to. Okay. Oh, I don't want to do this bit, to be honest with you.
Hey, you're right with doing it.
Yeah. Right, hang on guys. So we're just resting after a hard day's work. We took the bandage off. The next challenge will be a shower at some point. How bad do I need to smell to warrant a shower? Okay, the reason why you can't shower is because you can't get it wet. Well, you can shower and you have to put it in this thing, but you can't risk getting it wet because if you get it wet, it could get infected. And if it gets infected,
awake
then
enough to have a shower recently, but you...
That's what I wanted to get, so there we go. Good. Focused. Hello. It's day 4. I am still in bed, but I've been a lot more active today. I even saw a friend for a few hours and she came around and we chatted. And I'm definitely feeling more awake and more alive. My mum is now trying to pin me down. She says I'm always easiest right after surgery because I'm so like out of it. As soon as I start like feeling better, she's like has to keep me steady because I just will want to do everything and I can't. Ankle is feeling so good. Like it didn't feel as good last time I had the surgery. It's like, oh, I feel like I could even walk on it right now, which I obviously don't. I can't wait there for a week. But then, you know when you stretch out and your toe like kind of half points
I did that by accident and it kind of half pointed my foot, and oh my goodness, the pain was not good. So I cannot do Nutcracker right now, so even if in my brain I thought I could. So we are using the energy to edit. This, people, is what I really thought about surgery. If I was fooling you with my like I'm so chill act, this is how I was really feeling. The worst bit now is the stitches coming out, but that's not for another week or so, so I don't need to worry about that. I'm trying to keep that out of my mind because the thought of stitches is like the worst bit, because last time I left them in too long and they got a bit stuck. Not fun for someone who has a phobia of needles. Mum is going to take me out for a little drive. Yes, I'm not going anywhere, I'm just staying in the car. So as you can see in these clips, I was very, very excited about the prospect of just getting outside, getting some fresh air, even though it was just literally going to the car and picking up my brother from school. I thoroughly enjoyed myself, and then when I got back I did my little workout that I had done the day before. I just had felt quite tired after breakfast that day, so didn't end up doing it after breakfast, but that's what's great when you have the whole day, is you can do it whenever. So afterwards I made some dinner, I made omelettes and some veggies for me and my mum, and then it was Friday and we were coming to the end of the week. I was feeling a whole lot better, but sometimes that's way harder because I have to contend a lot more with my brain and my emotions when I'm a bit more awake, whereas when I was sleeping a lot it didn't really bother me as much. I'm reading currently The Diary of a CEO by Stephen Bartlett, and I'm really enjoying that. I actually do really recommend that book. And my gran came round because my younger brother was away, Joel, and my mum, so my gran was taking care of us. And as my mum was away, of course, I took the liberty to do some exercises. My mum's gone. Mum's going to see this later and she's going to tell me off. And once again, I did a little bit of my workout. I hadn't done it the day before because I was feeling quite tired the day before. But this day I was feeling a lot stronger and a lot better, so did some exercises. Come on! Pump that core! Oh, she's stiff. Oh. Oh, thanks, Josh. I think the most frustrating thing about surgery at this point was just the effort to do daily tasks was so much. Like, I couldn't just walk across the room with a glass of water, always having to use the crutches. But we were very excited because I got to go to home church with my family. Yeah, I made it out the house. Yeah. Hey everyone, it is day 6 of Mission Trust. That is what I'm calling it, because this is a trusting journey between me and God, because honestly when this happened I did not know what he was doing in all of this, and to some degree I still don't, but that's kind of what trust is. If you know exactly what's going to happen and what's going on, then is it really trust? Is it really faith? Because like, what's the point? Why do you need to trust or have faith if you know exactly what's going to happen when? So yeah, ankle is doing really well. Tomorrow I start partially weight bearing, and then I'll be walking by the end of the week, hopefully, without crutches. Once I can start doing regular tasks normally, that is when life gets infinitely better. So yeah, that's all to look forward to next week. I will be vlogging next week. Make sure to comment this emoji if you're stuck around right till the end of this saga, and I will see you guys in week 2 of recovery. A lot of you are asking questions, when am I going to be back? I'm trying not to give myself a deadline. Last time I felt like I tried to rush back. This time I just want to, my body's going to be ready when it's ready. Rough recovery time to be back for performances in 3 months, but I will be doing ballet again in 6 weeks. 5 weeks now. We're counting down the time. 5 weeks to go till ballet time. This week has actually been so much better than last time I had this. I think I'm just a lot more peaceful, and I was actually exhausted, so like a whole week of rest has been really good for me. I think would have been scared to admit 2 years ago, whereas this time I'm like, you know what, a week of rest is what we needed, and I don't know if we need another week of rest, but we'll face that one when it comes. I hope you are enjoying this journey with me. I will see you very soon in my next video. Make sure to dream big and make it happen. We'll see you in episode 2.